Welcome to Bath Part Dos.
I was just going to say part deux.
Oh, I was going Spanish.
Different language.
I was feeling, hola, tapas.
Tapas?
I love tapas. Are you thinking?
Go on.
Yeah, I know what you're thinking.
Come on.
Anyway, so this is...
a charity shop, mate.
This is a charity shop. They've got a new cabinet in the window, which I find slightly counterproductive from the perspective is that you can't see in it.
Well, no, I think if you were 7'9",
yes,
you'd
which
be okay.
I am not.
I'm not either, as you can see in the footage.
There's a Bimble Ilola scarf, which is box on the second shelf there. But apart from that, I could see nothing.
Nothing, nada.
They do have a new vintage and designer, new with tags rail, which is a lot.
Look at that. Look at that piece of merch you hold. Oh,
Austin loves Christmas jumpers. Anyway, so this is Diane from Vespa, £28. I wouldn't personally pick it up because it is wool. I like to pick up her wrap dresses and 100% silk jersey.
Do you know what? It wasn't very DVF, but I will say...
DVF.
But it was nice.
It was nice.
It was more like Cabbage and Rose, if you ask me.
I don't think these prices are extortionate, but
no, they're not. Not at all.
Anyway, so this is Esselie. This is Isabel Marant Esselie. This is actually very nice. In this like plum colour and some.
I do go back to it.
Yeah,
these are gorgeous.
Wait, I'm talking about Isabel Marant.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
It's £35, which I actually don't think is a lot, but it's missing the inner slip. This.
Now you can talk about it. We're coming back to it. You see what I'm
Which
saying?
is very nice, and you can wear it over things, and if it's for personal use, it's great. But then we're selling it. I've got to explain why the inner slip is missing.
Unless you want to wear it button naked,
which is also an option.
I'm down like Chinatown.
No judgment here. These are Acne Studios.
Look at that split.
They're like a
split hem pant,
like a samurai pant. The wide leg and the split right up to the old thigh.
You kind of squatted them and the kind of the legs peep out with the sword.
Acne is
too much.
Acne is the old label for Acne Studios, and then they'd also had Acne jeans.
I'm not sure why people are shocked at that. Like, there can't be that many brands called Acne.
I get a lot of messages about
that. I
know. The Kooples trousers, they're like a jogging pant. I like to pick up the Kooples when it's more grunge or rock and roll, black skulls,
because that's what they're known for predominantly.
Yeah, I hope this is helpful. I thought we would go through this video knowing full well that half it is going to be ridiculous, just to give you an idea on brands and what to look for in those brands.
Educational.
All
right, yeah, I'm down. What do you your little face? You're like.
I look disgusted 90% of my life, right?
That's strong. I think disgusting is strong.
My hat starts to rise on my head, and my pulse.
At this point as well in the day, I will say this much: we'd been out for hours.
Yeah, and being out with Austin for hours. Can you imagine?
No one wants to be out with Austin for more than 5 minutes. Hours. You deserve some kind of award, medal, or trophy.
Yes, or Tim Hortons donuts.
Well, we can't do that until...
I don't realise how excited I am for Tim Hortons donuts when we visit Derbyshire.
Is it Derbyshire?
I don't know, I made that up.
I was going to say, amazing fact there. It's Derby. I don't know if that is Derbyshire. You might be saying, yes, of course it is, you absolutely Welsh moron. But that's what I am.
Rag and Bone jeans. Love Rag and Bone jeans. Everyone knows how I feel about Rag and Bone. Rag and Bone New York. These are a nice, newer pair of jeans. New logo. They have the RB stitching in the back. These jeans retail for about $2 to $2.50.
What's the dude with the beard who's the musician? I'm only human, that guy.
Rag and Bone, is that what you think of?
Every single time that song enters my head as soon as someone mentions that brand.
Okay.
That's for anyone else. If it doesn't already happen to you, it will, and you can thank me later.
I would pick up Rag and Bone denim at the right price. Once again, jeans the resale value on jeans is pathetic. Jean resale is awful. It really is, unless it's certain jeans. Anyway, this is Mulberry.
Is cool.
This is my favourite Mulberry tag. Yes, I'm saying it. It's menswear. It's a striped thing. We also have this already.
We have the blue version.
However, I love that label. It's a 90s team label, so they're sportswear.
Look at these bad boys. At first, from afar, I thought they were kind of Clark's, like Chucker style shoes. And they're actually called Hyperdelic, as in a play on words for psychedelic, and they're hiking or hiker-esque. I think they're so cool. They're really, really nice quality. I think they were a collab between Hyperdelic and whatever the shoemaker was called. I can't remember off the top of my head. I will try and...
It was like PDS something. Pedi or something like that.
Once again, I cannot remember. Can you?
No.
So
but they've done collabs with other people as well. And they sell them at n.com, which is like a cool streetwear.
Look how sharp the lace are. It's just a really, really high-end... It's a real high-end shoe, if you ask me. The suede... Do you know that suede? It was one of those ones which, when you touch... like it's so raw, it almost feels like it goes through you.
Oh.
Like Velcro. Yes, weird. If anyone knows what I mean, put in the comments.
Interestingly enough, retail isn't that high on them. So £40 in this shop or £30, whatever they were, is quite steep.
Yeah.
But if you can find them at the right price, worth getting. Paul and Shark crew shirt. Is that a crew shirt? Like, as in, like, it's a crew shirt, or is it like I'm a member of the crew?
Yeah, I think so. No, like as in like no, it's not. It's just a shirt they make.
Called crew.
Yeah. What I was going to say was we actually picked up a Pull and Shark item in I think one of the upcoming videos. So keep an eye out for that, which was very interesting. That shirt, however, not so interesting. It's been there for about 3 months now. So
this is Denim Supply. I wanted to mention Denim Supply because someone messaged about Denim Supply, and I wanted to talk to you about Denim Supply. This is £9. It's a nice.
It's a really nice flannel.
Denim Supply was introduced to Ralph Lauren in the mid 2000s.
Early, yeah.
Like 2013, around there, and it was discontinued in 2016. So it was a very short-lived brand.
Was it 2013? It was that late? Was it?
It was mid to 2010s.
Okay, fair enough. Oh my God, look at those in the window.
Oh my God, I just forgot that I was looking at them. So these
these are a Chloe sandal.
Full line Chloe.
Which means massive retail cost.
And they were also my size. If they weren't orange, I probably would have maybe considered them.
Do you know what? Sometimes I see a colour combination or like a style of shoe, and you know, sometimes you think to yourself, oh, is that worth money? Is it not? You pick it up, you're like, nah, it's just, I don't, Marks and Spencer. I mean, there's some things I see which are pure luxury, and those shoes are a classic example. When you see that, I don't care if you hate them, I don't care if you love them, you know they're expensive items.
Oh, I just wanted to look at this hat quick. It was non-branded though, so don't worry. We got over the hat really quickly. They did a lot of Gucci. They had a lot of Gucci here recently.
Just a hype beast. If that had been Gucci, for example, you would have been in it. Yeah, I know.
So these are newer collection, literally unworn. They wanted 175 for them. Now, my only thing about this,
I think that was fair, more than fair.
It's a very fair price.
Look at the quality.
My thing to you is, if I could source these for the same money online, am I just buying them because they're in my face? And I think that's a big discussion with sourcing through charity.
Oh no, I totally agree with you. What you're saying is, if I said to you, do you know what? You need some new sandals, right?
Yeah.
And there is £100 to go and spend. You wouldn't have bought those. You would have found something else, which
it's because they're in my face.
Probably, yeah. I agree. What I would say though is, if they were boxed, I'm not saying I would have run out and bought them straight away. If they were boxed, I would have had more of a mind to maybe have a look at them. And I tell you for why. Firstly, the retail was mental, and secondly, I think when you're talking about a shoe like that, which is so new, without a box, people ask questions because they don't know. They don't know the authenticity unless you can prove it. And I think sometimes with a newer piece, you are starting to kind of get into that territory they need to know.
However, they did produce trainers in that collection, and the trainers I would not have hesitated.
The trainers, go and Google them if I can't even. Maybe I'll put them in. They're just next level.
I'll put a picture in. If I haven't, I'm probably put a picture in previously.
Only human.
Oh God.
See,
$7.99, but she was.
Don't put your blame.
She was
on
giving
me.
worn out. She was giving. I've lived a life. On a man's back.
Knackered.
No, well, not knackered, but
knackered.
Worn. But Rag and Bone, once again, if you can pick it up at the right price, you think you'll do good money. Leather jackets, by the way, Rag and Bone. Shoes, leather shoes.
Different level.
Mm-hmm. This is a company called From Future. $14.99. It said it claimed it has a small mark on it, but we couldn't find it, and that was troubling. However, this brand is great. They do really cool, like cool
Very
stuff.
contemporary, isn't it?
Yeah. I would. If I was picking up this brand, I would go for like more jazzy things. These
break down jazzy for people who may not know what jazzy is.
Or patterns or like something cool, like cool stuff.
You can use your hand in any way, shape, or form you want to say, or you say cool, like you're almost doing a disco dance. But people at home aren't seeing that. So explain what you mean by cool. You mean trendy, contemporary.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm saying they do a line of like this kind of stuff, like merino wool that's plain and things like that, and it has a lower retail than like the graphic hoodies
because they're not known for that.
Yeah,
cool.
So these are about £125 new. So then the resale obviously you can the basic
I know how that works.
Chemistry of resale against resale.
But once again, it's like looking at a person who predominantly manufactures football boots, and all of a sudden they're selling vests.
Yeah, and so you would get. I think you would comfortably get 50 to 60.
And what was it, out of curiosity? What was the
It was
price?
$14.99. What concerned me was
The
small
mark
on
which
front.
you couldn't see the mark.
Yeah, worrying.
And then you realise it wasn't a mark, it actually used to be black.
Yes. This is a Sandro top. I like to pick up Sandro. I don't like to pick up Sandro when it has a stain on it.
$6.99 is fair. What makes me think that would have been $6.99 because it had no mention of a mark, it makes me think that that was the price, which would have been a great price to have Sandro.
Yes, okay. I would love to find this at a reasonable price. If anyone wants to personally point me in the direction of buying some Aran knits at not £100 million, then thank you.
Is it Aran?
Aran.
It looks like Iran.
Iran?
No, it's not Iran, is it? Because I don't know.
Iran.
Yeah,
Aran.
I don't think they're from the Middle East. What I'm saying is, it looks
Do
like it sounds
an Irish
like.
accent, and we might get somewhere.
I can't.
Tell them orange, yeah.
How about-
Aran's knits. Aran knits.
Just for any racial hate and slurs from Bethany there, her nan is Irish and she's allowed to do that by law.
Yes, it's allowed. I've been practicing my whole life for that moment. Anyway, I did just pick up some trousers that were called Hood, and I'm going to look them up and I'm going to put the comps here because
Welcome to my hood. Go on.
I don't know anything about them, and I left them in to make myself look them up.
Cool.
So I'm going to look them up.
And now they're going to be £25,000.
And that's okay because someone else would have got them, is wearing them right now to a discotheque or reselling them. Why are you laughing?
A discotheque.
Well,
I love that word.
why is that funny?
Like nothing else on earth.
I would love to live in this building.
Sorry, do you know? I just wanted to see if you kept it in. I walked towards the books. I mean, there's no audio for you guys, I know, but I literally looked and went, nah, not today, and moved on.
I like this copper bowl.
I'm staring at the bowl for a while.
It's really nice. It's got some marking on it, but it's I think decoratively that would look really nice.
It's not a copper, it's a decorative, kind of coloured piece, but I'm saying I think because it was messed up a little bit, it looked kind of cool.
If you hung that on your kitchen wall, it will look vibey, right? Wanted to leave some bric-a-brac in, just so everyone knows that we do look at bric-a-brac. We do enjoy some homeware. I enjoy some homeware. How do you feel about homeware?
I enjoy it sporadically.
I also love Oxfams. It was a topic of debate over on our Instagram at the Luxury Pickers today, but I love Oxfams.
Yeah, you do.
I don't like all the mass-produced bottles and stuff, but I do like.
Do you know what?
Offering.
Do you know how I feel about that? Like I've said many times, when you go into random charity shops and they have loads. Oh, you okay there?
Sorry, I
need some help. Need some water. No, when you go into many charity shops and they have all the new sections of just what I call kind of generic bought-in new rubbish. I'm going to say
Theirs
rubbish,
is fair
right?
trade, though.
No, I was just going to say though. By the same token, Oxfam, in my opinion, are the OGs of charity shops, right?
Yeah.
And it's like they paid their dues. Let them do their thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like you say, a lot of their stuff is fair trade. A lot of the stuff is I don't know. It's just kind of more. It's more acceptable, I guess I would say. Anyway, we are walking towards our favourite charity shop in Bath. I say favourite loosely. No, it is my favourite.
No, this is my favourite. This is top 3 all time.
And you know what? They save the children. And children matter, guys. Don't forget that.
Okay. Do you work for them or anyway? This is my favourite shop. Look at it. It's so nice. It's all in colour and
that's a piece of fluff there.
Beautiful. It's a shawl. It's a shawl, Austin, into the men's section.
So you say.
This is interesting. So
Look at
this
this.
is a overcoat from Harrods. That is a vintage label. I've expressed my feelings about Harrods clothing before.
I'm going to do it. Can I stop you there? Capital A. If anyone knows what that means, comments.
Because it's not necessarily a luxury brand just because they own a luxury department store. However, this was extremely good quality, vintage, heavyweight, tweed-esque trench coat. Oh, it was £65.
I hate when you do the title thing, honestly.
Oh,
it hurts my
sorry.
soul. Yeah, it does. Just
That's really mean.
In future, can we just not?
No.
No? No.
Because it helps people. They might think, oh, that's a good title. This is some wallpaper from
Matthew Williamson.
£12.50 a roll is pricey.
Holy guacamole,
I'll put
as the
up
kids
some
say.
comps for here.
No
They
one
did have
says
some
that.
really nice fabric, though. That fabric is gorgeous. If I could make stuff, that I would
Do you know,
buy
I
that.
had to touch it. It was that good I had to
It was
touch
so
it.
thick. It was like tapestry, thick
God, that's
fabric.
some passion you got right there in
Thick
your eyes.
fabric. Why are you looking at the braziers?
I want to see what brand it was from.
Okay.
It's not a brand. It's not a brassiere. It's a whole piece.
Agent Provocateur. That's who you want to find.
Yeah, and it wasn't.
Agent.
Thank you very much. Actually,
I found these are toast, but they're oast. They're toast with the oast.
look, the two T's are highlighted, but the OST, the OST, as Bethany said, or the OS,
It's like their workwear brand.
I'll show you the label in a minute.
Flat front, like chore trousers, size not size
I like
9.
that, chore trouser.
£9. They're a small size, but it doesn't matter.
You see?
They will fly faster than
I'm showing
any
you.
plane in the world. They are the Concorde of reselling.
I like that.
Yeah, thank you. I thought for myself. They've got this thing in this charity shop at the moment where they keep putting Sweaty Betty up like her silly prices. So
I think the official price on this was dirt cheap.
Yeah, so it's just a striped vest, and you know it's not the best Sweaty Betty thing I've ever seen. However, it's £2. That's £2.
Also, I said to Bethany when I was looking at this is obviously inside out, but the Sweaty Betty logo, as we know, all disintegrates so quickly. So if it's still got the logo on it, you know it hasn't been like
worn.
Yeah, it's not like beating them with an inch of its life, which is always a good thing when you're buying it to sell it.
Side note, I love there's a lot of young people in the shop, and secondly, I love that there's just a jean section.
Sometimes I kind of smirk to myself when there's young people, like I say young people because I'm old, in charity shops because I think it's such a vibe. And I kind of smile to myself, but I think sometimes it becomes across as I'm just a weirdo smiling at random people in shops.
Yeah. I smiled at that guy because he had he had like a 1970s get up.
Yeah.
And as a Libra woman, I'm quite for the flirt, if that makes sense. So I think he thought I was like hitting on him.
That's what I'm saying. And I think we're just smiling. Like, I think we naturally think that people are like smiling and being happy in their lives.
Yeah. This is a Rohan coat. It's women's. My face is utter disgust, as per usual.
You didn't even know that at this point, so that's total tosh.
However, it's down.
No, it's not just down. It's a flump of a coat.
It's a flump coat. But we worked out that it's called something special.
I'll show you in a minute.
And it's completely down, and they are really expensive. This is a really expensive Rohan coat.
Come on, show me. Show me.
If it was men's, we probably would have got it. But if it was actually a decent price, and we it's a decent price, but a decent price for us.
I take your point.
Was it 45 or 65?
I think it was 65 actually. I think you're right. It was downfilled, but you know, there's downfilled and there's downfilled. I don't know if you can tell even by the hood. It's 65. 65.
It's flumpy.
But it is. It's like it hadn't been washed, it hadn't been worn heavily. It was like I can't really explain it. Usually only high end coats look like that. It kind of translates on video a little bit.
Yeah, it looks padded.
I mean? Because a lot of the more padded coats are like just the look, at least, of polyester. And this obviously wasn't. It was down. I've never seen anything like this from Rohan. And once again, I'm not a massive Rohan head, so why would I have? But by the same token, it is something which is really cool. And if you could find it for cheap, there it is. Nordic jacket.
Hashtag Gorpcore.
So what were they going for? You said retail.
Well, no, retail about $225 off the top of my head. They're expensive.
But Jesus, that's a big old price.
Jesus,
you know?
Yeah, that is expensive. However, yeah, it was a little bit pricey for us to resell, and it goes perfectly along with like the fact that Rohan.
Yeah, but also, do you know, sometimes, listen, I'm happy to take it out of anyone's hands. I can't lie to you, I'm a reseller, that's what we do, right? But I do sometimes think, I hope someone gets it for 65.
I hope someone wears it.
Like a walker, or someone who really wants to be warm.
I think that's a key factor with us and reselling, is that we care.
Yeah, it's true.
We're not just like... it's not a money grab all
the
time,
I can be that person, like anyone can, that's our business, but whatever. Brora, talk to me.
I hate when people... Oh, that's nice. I thought it was just a little, like, quarter zip, like, little thing.
No, full dress, baby.
Oh, how much was that?
Several £1,000s.
Oh, was it?
No. But it wasn't cheap.
Okay, that was nice.
I would have got it otherwise.
Knitted Bora or Bora.
I think we've said Bora for so long now, and someone has commented and said it's Bora. Clearly, it's Bora. But it's like when people say Adidas, we're not going to go there again. But it's the same thing. When you said Nike for so long, to say Nike is a stretch. So whatever.
Anyway, that was really nice. I would recommend that you picked up any knitted pieces from Bora, any cashmere, any woolen, anything like that, anything from Bora really. But the money is solidly
even a basic cotton tee. If you pick it up for a couple of quid, you'll make some good money on it.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's a very popular brand.
This is me just touching clothes.
I know. I just wanted to leave in. I like the colours. I think it looks like a really beautiful visual representation of my mood.
And you think just by putting some snappy comment in the background of us two chatting, you think that's enough for a quality video? Do you?
Yes.
Yeah, same. Yeah. Okay, moving on. Oh, so this was another...
athleisure section.
Do you know what? I never check the athleisure section. I tell you why. Because most people, if they do come across Sweaty Betty or stuff like that, it's so, like...
Can I just say, athleisure as a thing, the word you should put in as a key titles in gym wear. Because athleisure, people put in for, like, crossover pieces. You know, that like the gym leggings that they wear to the coffee shop. That athleisure look.
Exactly that. This is why a logoing and research and knowing your brands is so important. So I honestly I flicked through these because most of the Sweaty Betty leggings are printed on and they don't have this little flappy label. And I found the logo on the zip back pocket, which I checked. Cute. So once again, it is
£2.50.
Knowing those brands and knowing those logos and knowing to check those things, it just helps you flicking through the clothes rather than having to find every label you come across, because sometimes that's a nightmare, especially if you've got multiple pieces per rail.
Oh, this was Denim Supply again. It's £25. We didn't get it because it was Denim Supply, which isn't the best, obviously, Ralph diffusion. However, the thick knit there was excellent.
Couldn't agree more.
These, I've never found this brand before and I was so happy with myself.
Tell me about it.
Iwalia. EWAIWALLA.
We'll put the logo on the screen.
Yeah, okay, fine. It's like a Largan look, chore sort of like vibe. They were trousers. They were $15. But I do think I can get about 110. Between 100 and
Slap
125.
my Jaxie and call me Betty.
Yeah, they're really nice, and I was really happy
that's solid.
and excited for myself. You're looking for that long tag.
Once again, it's one of those brands that maybe not everyone would know, and if you do know, it maybe you don't see every day. So just be aware that there are great prices to be had with that particular brand.
And it's also why you should just look up everything. I know it's annoying, but if you don't know it, look it up. It's fine. Like, it's cool. Well, even one lady today in the charity shop said, "Well, sorry, we don't get very good signal in here." We're like, "All right, okay."
This is Isabel on Morant for H&M. And do you know what chaps my you-know-what about this brand? Is there are pieces they've got which it's got Isabel Morant X H&M. This one is two separate labels. And I feel like people can cut. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? You know where I was going with that.
These are really nice shoes by a brand called Annie L.
Looks like Danielle, but Annie L.
They make really nice leather shoes. The leather on this, there was, oh my gosh.
They were so soft.
So great. They were only £20. They had been resold. And they
it looked like the whole thing had been taken off and totally.
However, if you can get them in better condition.
Just which weren't resold.
They're
a
good £120.
And once again, there's nothing wrong with being resold, but like when the whole thing looks totally different, like it's just pointless.
I found this. So this has this logo on this t-shirt is it's like a little base
layer,
roll neck, oversized long sleeve thing, but it had like a mohair like vibe to it. It was like a bit fluffy. Anyway, it has a little man. This is my little man. He's so super cute.
Yep.
Did you see the man?
Yes, on the label.
I think I paid 6 or 8 for it. It is an Oshka brand, so it's the brand Elemente
Clementente or something like that. Anyway,
I'll put a logo up. It's a Largan look brand. It doesn't go for as well as Oscar or anything like that, but it's a really great it has like a cult following sort of thing.
Disclaimer: that's not how you actually say it at all.
No, looking for about 50 to 60 for that, but I was really happy to find it. It was obviously a lady that had donated her little Largan look collection. Anyway, that was the other half bath, and yeah, it was fantastic. I'm not gonna lie to you, it was great. And we're gonna list the things now before we head to the summit of all summits.
Once again, you'll be watching this. Actually, there'll be no tickets available now.
No, they are gone. Sold out. Complete.
The tickets for the virtual are gone. Who knew? Anyway, we will see you tomorrow with another video. Bye.